Welcome, everyone. Before we get started, Greg and Danielle want to apologize that you all had to fly out to paradise for their special day. I hope you're all ready for an amazing celebration. For those that you don't know me, my name is Craig, and I've known these two for quite some time. They say you don't get to choose your blood, but you can choose your family. Danielle is the family I chose, so for her and Greg to ask me to do this really means the world to me. I'm not much of a crier, but today might be the day. Danielle and I have been friends since the early days of college. Initially, we worked together in the library, became roommates, applied to graduate school together, and maintained what is now a lifelong friendship. She has the biggest heart I've ever met, one that is so full of love, likely because she just loves love. I remember chatting with her on the phone during our first year of grad school, and her telling me that she had this TA that she thought was really cute. And I told her to go for it and live her student TA fantasy, and they went on their first date. And, you know, the rest is history. After a few months of them dating, I finally met Greg when I was visiting Chicago for New Year's Eve. And once getting to know Greg, it was clear he possessed a unique blend of kindness, compassion, and integrity. His drive to be the best version of himself for Danielle is a testament to his commitment to their love story. I speak for everyone here today, sitting here watching this ceremony, that we've loved seeing you two grow in your relationship together. Over the last 8 years, you two have bonded over a shared passion of travel, craft beer, hiking around Portland, and quite literally herding cats together, and now their dog Mia. Marriage isn't easy, but I trust these two. I trust their love, their friendship, and their commitment to one another. I know they'll be there for each other, and I know they'll be loyal to one another, and I know they'll spend the rest of their lives growing and learning with one another. With that, shall we move forward? Danielle and Greg, have you two come today on your own free will to declare your commitment to one another? Now, an opportunity for each of you to share your vows. Greg, if you want to go first.
7 years ago today, not actually today, but about 7 years ago, I was in fact Danielle's TA. I was a TA in her Medichem class, and allegedly I may have gone to her table more than others. This is not confirmed, but I will not deny it. At the end of the class, she handed her exam to me, and later that night, I think I sneezed, went on Facebook, and clicked add on accident. From there was a cute little Facebook message, and we set up our first date at one of the Midwestern community events. At that event, it's the first time I actually got to speak to this beautiful girl, and we ended up spending what felt like 5 minutes, but apparently was the entire event, plus a few hours that I was supposed to run. May have gotten a little bit of trouble, but reflecting back on that day was definitely worth it. From there, we went on a few amazing dates, like Goose Island Block Party, where she wore the most beautiful outfit I've ever seen in my life. During school and residency, she was able to put me at peace and make me smile in some of the hardest time that I had. Not only through her countless back rubs, but even just her presence of spending the evening with me, doing whatever it was, watching movies, hanging out, drinking a few beers, sharing my passions with her, her sharing her passions with me. We had a few challenges thrown our way between each of us living in 3 different states over countless years. However, in the end, we were always able to find our way back to each other, even across the country. Danielle, there's so many amazing things to say about you. I tried to create a list, and I realized that we probably don't have 8 hours to be here. So I will just list the qualities of you that come to my mind first. Beautiful, caring, empathetic, intelligent, honest, creative, and most importantly, the most compassionate person I've ever met. You have taught me so many things since knowing you. All of your positive traits rubbed off everyone you know and makes us all better people just being around you. Thank you for always being there for me, for always willing to let me vent about a bad day at work. Thank you for cooking for me when I'm too busy, even though I know you hate it. Thank you for caring for all the fur babies. Maybe you fill up the bowl of food and water more than me. A lot more. Thank you for always going to do the laundry without being asked. Thank you for decorating our house, even though some decorations are there a year later. Thank you for rubbing my back at least a couple of times, maybe a few thousand times. But more importantly, thank you for showing me for what true love really is and being the perfect partner in life. Before I end this, I have a few promises I'd like to make to you. I promise to always root for you, cheer you on, and support you in all your endeavors. I promise to always be your best friend and bring joy to a relationship no matter what's going on. I also promise to hang up my wet towels and gym clothes before sticking them in the hamper. And lastly, I promise to love you until the day I die.
Mine's not as long as that. We're keeping this short and sweet.
Man, I thought I was going short.
Gregory, when we first met almost 8 years ago, I knew you were in my life for a reason at the time, and I thought it was only to help me get through a really rough time as I was starting a new chapter in Chicago. I was immediately attracted to your confidence, intelligence, and that scrumptious butt that caught my eye immediately. I'll never forget the day we met. All I could think was, why does this TA keep coming over to my group? But I'll be forever grateful that you did. There are so many things I love about you. I love that you never stop fighting for me and for us. I love your loyalty and how you make me feel like I'm the only woman for you. I love our communication and that you always want to work through anything, and you always try to understand me, where I'm coming from, and my feelings. One of my favorite traits about you is your ability to recognize and apologize. It's something that not everybody can do, and you do it with so much grace, and it's really admirable. I love the passion that you put into everything that you love. I love that you always want to be with me, even if it's a guy's trip. And I love the way that you miss me, even if you're only gone at the store for 10 minutes. I love how you love our fur babies. You're the best dog cat daddy, and it makes me excited for what's to come in the future. We have been through so many challenges in our relationship, and because of that, I'm confident that we can get through anything. I promise to always love you on the bad days and the good ones. I promise to always support you in any way that I can. I will always be your cheerleader and push you to be the best that you can be. I promise to always adventure with you, try, do, and see new things always. I promise to never stop growing with you. When I think of the rest of our lives together, I see a life filled with so much love, success, adventure, and happiness. Thank you for being the man I need and always envisioned as my husband. You keep me grounded. You're my best friend and my person. I love you so much, forever and always.
All right. Do you, Greg, promise to love Danielle for the rest of her life, to fill her with joy, to support her in her days of sorrow, to be her best friend, second to me, to learn how to grow with her, and to build a home with her, to treat each other with the utmost respect? Do you, Danielle, promise to love Greg for the rest of his days, to support him in his days of sorrow, to be his best friend, to learn how to grow with him, and build a home with him, to treat each other with the utmost respect. Let these rings represent your eternal love and the promises you've made here today. Let them be a symbol of your unbreakable bond and this new beginning of your life together. Greg, take Danielle's ring and place it on her finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
Danielle, take Greg's ring and place it on his ring finger and repeat after me. With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you to the end of my days.
With this ring, I promise to love and cherish you for the rest of my days, your days, our days.
Greg and Danielle, we've heard the sincerity in your promise to share your lives in marriage. We recognize your love, and with the power vested in me, I now pronounce you married. You may kiss the bride. All right, give it up for Greg and Danielle.